Hey boys and girls, welcome back to the workshop. Today we have what we in the hip-hop world would call a banger, yo. A while back I made rabbit creole, and anyway, if you want to see that video, it is in the channel. It's pretty good stuff. Now, going back a little further, at one point, like I said before, I was just a schlub that did stupid stuff on YouTube. And then, overnight, I became an international social media influencer because a guy named Jesse, who lives in Jamaica, subscribed to my channel. And, you know, being international, that beats the crap out of being interstate, I'll tell you what. So, when Jesse requested on that video that I do something out of jerk, well, I had to do it. So, if you don't know about jerk, jerk is, I guess you'd call it the national barbecue of Jamaica. Now, 30 some odd years ago, or as my wife likes to call it, 30 mostly odd years ago, we honeymooned in the grill at a resort there, and while we were there, naturally in the buffet, they served jerk pork and jerk chicken. And to tell you the truth, I was disappointed. It was okay, but it really didn't have anything. I would rather eat Texas barbecue than the jerk that I got in that hotel. So anyway, one afternoon, Kelly and I got some bicycles and we went riding around to see the real island. And there was a guy on the side of the road that had made kind of, I guess, a canopy, a little thatched roof thing, and he was using some milk crates and boards to make a little bar, and he had a pig cooking in the ground. And between us, we had enough cash on us to share a chunk of meat and a single red stripe beer. And I tell you, that day we learned the difference between tourist jerk that you get at the resort and real jerk that people eat over there. And the difference is amazing. It was so hot you could barely eat it, but it tasted so good I couldn't put it down. And I mean, it was just the flavors were, I'd never tasted these flavors together before, and it was absolutely amazing. Jerk is, by the way, one of those foods that is supposed to be hot. And what I'm going to do here for you today, well, let's just say you're going to ask for ice cream in the morning, if you know what I mean. Now, jerk is made by rubbing a jerk paste on the meat and letting it soak in before you slow cook it over coals. I tried a lot of store-made jerk seasonings and pastes and stuff, and I finally found one that was really good. It was called Busha Browns. That's B-U-S-H-A-B-R-O-W-N, I think E''S. I used to buy it at the store here, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So then I started trying my own and looking online at recipes, and I finally mixed some recipes together. And I think this one is pretty dang close to what I ate when we were in Jamaica. Now, mostly when you think of jerk, first thing is pork, and then they do goat and chicken, and you can do just about anything. Today we're going to do fish. You see, a while back, my son and I, we went out on the boat with some friends of mine to out of San Diego, and went down to Mexico, and we got into a bunch of yellowtail. Now, yellowtail are a blast to catch, and they are really good to eat. So, since they're a Mexican fish, and in honor of Dr. Biden, instead of just making jerk yellowtail, I'm going to make kind of a Jamaican-Mexican fusion. We're going to have two kinds of jerk yellowtail. One is going to be jerk yellowtail tacos with mango avocado salsa, and the other will be jerk yellowtail ceviche. Now, I've never done the ceviche with yellowtail with jerk before, so we're going to try this monstrosity together. So first thing we're going to do is make the paste. It starts with about, I don't know, a couple of green onions. Start with that. I'm going to do things a little bit more, with a little bit more exactness than I usually do, because you just got to be careful. This is going to be pretty hot stuff. So we're not going to chop it real fine. This is going to go into the grinder upper. Start with that.
Cause it's Sunday afternoon. I know how she's wishing Papa'd come home soon. Right now it's just me and that old hound.
Alright, next we're gonna put in some fresh thyme. Strip the leaves off of the stalks. See how that's done. We're probably gonna end up with, I don't know, maybe two tablespoons of it when you're done. This is one time, most times I don't care if you use fresh herbs or not, but in a case like this, I think for some reason it's better if you use the fresh. The flavors are fresher and they get extended seasoning better. And besides, when you use fresh herbs, it makes you look like you know what you've done. It's obviously important with me. Mostly what I end up with is a mess. Alright, that should do it for the time. Now we're going to get 2 cloves of garlic. I did at one time from my first cooking video, I did one on how to chop up garlic. You need to see that. You need to see that. If you want to, I cut out a part about how to do it. It was from the Squirrel Bourguignon video. In this one, I'm not going to chop it up. I'm just going to take the paper off of it, because it's going to get chopped up inside the machine. Alright. Put in a little soy sauce. A lot of, that's probably like a teaspoon. For the amount that I'm making, it's probably about a teaspoon. Teaspoon and a half. You'll see that a lot of times people put salt and pepper in this. I'm gonna put pepper but not salt because the soy sauce is salty. Bay leaf. This is one thing I couldn't find. Fresh bay leaves. Normally you just cook with these things and take them out, but we're gonna put it in there and grind it up, get that little bay flavor to it. Allspice berries. In Jamaica they call these pimentos. We call them allspice berries, and you can, but it's the same as the allspice you got ground up in your pantry or in your spice cabinet. So I'm going to put in, I don't know, different sizes. I usually count them, but these are all different sizes. So it's about probably half a teaspoon of allspice berries. We can always put more if we need to. Put in a little pinch of nutmeg. And maybe half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit less, don't need a whole lot of it. And now the guest of honor. I told you it's going to be hot. And this, my friends, is a habanero pepper. We don't have Scotch bonnet, which is what they use in Jamaica. But the habanero is about the same on the Scoville heat range as the Scotch bonnet. It's about 100,000. To give you an idea, a jalapeno, which a lot of people think is unbearably hot, is about 10,000 units. So the habanero is awfully hot. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the seeds right off. I'm going to save the seeds, and after I grind this stuff up, I'm going to try it. If it needs heat, I can add some seeds to it. But if it's hot enough as it is, because I'm not making a whole ton, I don't need a whole lot of heat for it to get where I need to be. I can always add it later. And one other thing, this is a pro tip that I think you probably should all remember. You might want to write this down. After you smear this paste onto your meat, after you cut up these peppers and you've been touching them, don't scratch your nether region. You know, this is likely going to burn twice as it is. It's going to burn when you eat it. It's going to burn in the morning when you take your morning constipational. You don't need it to burn a third time. And believe me, it burns. All right, now one other thing, I usually like my jerk a little sweet. I like the sweet and savory and hot together. In this case, I'm not going to do that because the mango avocado salsa is going to be pretty sweet. It's not only going to provide sweetness, it's going to kind of mellow out some of the heat too. So we're not going to put, normally I would put a little brown sugar in here as well.
Last night we lay together, looking into each other's eyes. We held hands and had a talk with God. We found comfort and we cried.
That's a little disappointing.
He didn't make the baby normal.
Nowhere near
Didn't
hot
make
enough.
the pain pass by.
I think there's some of these puppies in here.
It's enough to know he's with us.
Yes.
There's no need to wonder why.
Another try.
In my rocker on the front porch, I see the lightning flashing in the sky.
That sneaks up on you. That's pretty good right
Count
there.
the seconds till
What I might do though,
feel it
just to
rumble.
make it interesting, just go ahead and put
No need to fear the
about a
thunder.
half of a jalapeno in there too.
I know that I'll be fine. 'Cause the Lord is with me now.
That did it. So, this, see it is my yellowtail. This piece I'm going to cut up for the ceviche. This piece we're going to make jerk out of. I'm going to liberally smear this all over. Be afraid to rub it in. Don't be afraid to get too friendly with it. Very nice. So that piece is going to get wrapped up and put aside in the fridge. Now, while that gets to know itself a little bit better, let's get on with the ceviche. Now, if you've not had ceviche before, if you're from a part of the country that doesn't eat this, it's kind of like Mexican sushi. What they do is take a raw fish or shrimp and they marinate it in lemon or lime juice. I'm going to use a combination of the two. And then they put in some vegetables and some peppers in it, and it makes kind of a salad, I guess, that you eat with a tostada. And like the jerk, it's supposed to be hot. It's done properly. It's got some pretty good kick to it. So we're not going to make it quite as hot as normal because I'm going to put some of that jerk paste into the ceviche and make it taste islandy. So what we're going to do to make this is we're going to chop up very fine some red onions, some celery, some garlic, a jalapeno pepper. I'm going to seed this one. I'm not going to use the seeds like I normally will. Put in some cucumber, some avocado, and a small tomato, and some small salt and pepper. And after the fish is soaked for about an hour in lemon and lime juice, then we'll mix those vegetables in. So let's get to cut, huh?
A couple of fools like me, I guess in Hempstead on a Friday night, the jail is the place to be. But they was bums on the skids, pretty cool kids, a pair of desperados too. We took turns telling dirty jokes there wasn't nothing else to do.
One good thing, my next door neighbor is out of town, so we got fresh lemons to use in the ceviche. So let's do that, get that done real quick here, get this soaked up real good. Man, I want to talk to him, he grows some pretty good lemons. That's juicy. Lid on this, and I'm going to put that in the fridge and let it soak for a while.
Trying to keep the rain off my old Gibson, blowing this harp like I was Bobby McGee, wondering just what happened to last summer's wages. These November mornings make it hard to enjoy being free. A man don't need much when he don't have nothing. Having nothing to hold him means he can't be free. I guess cigarettes and whiskey and walking around money are all that a man in this life really needs. It's been way too long since I've been with a woman. A light conversation and maybe a sweet caress. Slept in a bed with clean sheets and a pillow. Why a woman would look at me, I wouldn't bother to guess. 'Cause late at night, I'd hear that highway call.
And now for the mango avocado salsa. Let's start with the avocado. So I already got that cut in half.
Where I ain't been to. She turned to reach for me and I'd be gone. A man don't need much when he don't have nothing. Having nothing to hold him means he can't be free.
I wouldn't worry too much about the flies. They don't eat much, and I make them wash their feet before they climb around on my cutting boards. Never cut up a mango. Go something like there's a seed that runs right down here. It's flat in that direction, so you cut it that way. We're going to do just like I did with the avocado. We'll make slices through it here. Counter slide cross-side, across this way. Here's the difference. You're going to fold it outside like that. And then just scrape off these little pieces here.
I make my daddy's noises when I roll out of the sack. Sounds like knuckles popping and she stretches out her back. I'm freezing under blankets while she has a heart attack. Babe, I guess we're getting old. I look in the mirror, see these wrinkles round my eyes. She spends hours contemplating where she got that bruise there on her thigh. I'm not the man I used to be, but I'm still proud to try. Babe, I guess we're getting old. But I still smile every time that you walk through the door. When I wake up and watch you sleep,
Sadly, my selfish neighbor does not have a lime tree, so we're going to use bottled lime juice. I'm going to have to talk to him about that. That's pretty crummy, really. Now, a lot of people are going to be on with, well, a lot of people aren't going to watch this. Some people that watch this are going to say, Tim, ceviche is supposed to have cilantro in it. Why don't you put cilantro? Well, there's a small portion, I don't know how small, but there's a portion of the population of this world that eats cilantro and it tastes like dish soap. I know my wife is one of them and my friend John is another one. So it really doesn't add that much to the flavor to me, so I don't really worry about it. I just don't use the stuff. Stuff together. So we get this mixed up, get the lime juice all spread around so that the avocados don't turn brown. And mango stays fresh. Nobody's looking. Get a taste of this. I know I'm not supposed to do a dirty spoon. Yeah. That's perfect for what I'm going to do with it. One thing drives me nuts when they clean the fish on the boat for you, and they kind of expect you to let them do that because then you pay them for it. That's how deckhands make money. Yeah, even if you tell them don't, they skin the fish. So I had to make a skin graft for this fish out of bacon, because when I grill fish I like to do it on the half shell, which is, or what they call on the half shell, which is skin side down. Put him down on there, and then I'm going to take another pretty good teaspoon of this paste and put it on there. For the record, after it had sat for a little while, which often happens, after it sat for a little while, I tasted it again and it wasn't quite as hot as I wanted, so I put another half of a habanero pepper in it, and it's pretty dang hot now. Last thing I need to do is prep my taco shell and my tostadas. So now I know generally when you get tacos, they're either crispy or they're like street tacos. They're kind of soft, and you know, they just heat them up enough that they don't break. I don't like it either way. The crispy ones fall apart when you try to eat with them, and the other ones just kind of bland tasting. So what I like is to put a little oil on both sides. Put it down. That's for the tostada. For the taco, and for the taco, I just got a little bit bigger one because I like to say I only had 2 tacos, but they're big ones, so they fill me up. Put the fresh little oil on both sides. The taco, what I'm going to do is put it on the grill on just above the fire, and I'm going to cook it until it starts to brown on that side. Tostada. Just going to flip it over. That's still cooking, so it's good. The taco shell, what I'm going to do is get it started on that side, and then I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cook each side until they're almost crispy. That over that way, it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but there we go. And then, like I said, I'm going to flip those over when they're ready to go. Well, it's been about an hour since I put the lemon juice on the fish. So that is cooked through, it's ready to go. Let's go ahead, dump my vegetables in there. Might have too much vegetables for the amount of fish, but if that's the case, I'll live with it. Stir that up real good, get that lemon juice up in there. Yeah, that's probably too much vegetables, but that's okay. I don't mind. Let's go ahead. Now, It is good. At this point, normally I would just put some salt and pepper and call it a day. But this is fusion day. You want to take some of this, I don't know about that much of this atomic jerk sauce. I don't think that's enough. Now I'm going to put this back in the fridge, let it set till the fish is ready, and you and me you'll get to see me taste this for the first time. See what I think of it. I'll be honest, because, well, I wouldn't trust it as far as I can throw it. I would be. Well, let's see how this turned out before the flies pick them up and carry them away. Got my taco shells. See, they're crispy a little bit, but not too much. So they break apart. I'm going to put a piece of fish in there. Oh my goodness. A little bit of shredded cabbage because I don't know why, but they always put shredded cabbage on a fish taco. And some of the salsa. See if y'all can see. Oh, that's pretty. Pretty in the blue-eyed pup, ain't it? Oh, geez. That extra habanero definitely made a difference. That's pretty hot. Oh goodness, it tastes good. Oh my gosh, that's good. The sweetness of the mango salsa, the spiciness and the savoriness of the fish. Oh my goodness, that's good. Next, I'm gonna get some of the ceviche, pile it onto my little tostada. This will break apart because they're supposed to be crispy. It's not quite as crispy as normal, but let's see what this is. Boy, you ever do something and it just comes out good? Oh my gosh. Ceviche always is just good. But man, that dessert flavor mixed in with it, it's just a whole nother world. My goodness, this is amazing. Look, I'm speechless of myself. Every now and then you do. I mean, boy, even a blind pig finds a truffle. Holy mackerel, I found one. Take another bite, and I gotta go put the fire out a little bit. It's starting to catch up with me. Do me a favor, leave a comment, even if it's picking on me and tell me what an idiot I am. Have fun with the comments. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I kind of like it. It's fun. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And you know, if I don't get any comments and I don't get any new subscribers, I guess I'm going to have to go to that OnlyFans account that you guys have been wanting me to do. I assume that's what you want me to do, because you don't get anyone watching me here. So, you know, I'll do it too. By God, I will do it. I will go and do an OnlyFans. I'll do it. Trust me on that. It's on you if it happens. So, thanks for watching. You guys have a good time. Bye.